Oh shit! Are the mics on?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I knew they were on.
Alrighty.
It's a little bit nerve wracking.
It is nerve wracking.
I'm nervous.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Emergence show with your host Red Hawk and my sit-in guest, Mr. Two Ravens. Alrighty.
Two Ravens.
Yeah, welcome to episode 3 of the Emergence show, where we pick the topic of Ask a Guy. So we're gonna pretty much
Get canceled.
Yeah, pretty much.
Canceled today.
We're gonna answer heavy-hitting questions that y'all asked us.
Poop questions.
On
Sex questions.
Exactly, on IG. So we
questions.
got a list of them. Everyone y'all asked, we're gonna try and hit. There's 21 of them, so we're gonna try and do it. Before I start, let me do my little disclaimer that I like to start off with, just because cancel culture.
If we don't get canceled, we failed.
Yeah. So okay, the opinions on this show and the opinions of guests on my show are our own. Any opinions are not set in stone, so I can change them, and I have no problem changing them if it's a valid reason. The opinions of callers are also not a reflection of this show, and it is their own as well. And that's pretty much it. I like to start off like that. Pretty soon I'm just not gonna, maybe I'll be on a little screen. Yeah, I'll probably do it on a little separate screen.
All the disclaimers so they can screenshot them.
So yeah. Alrighty. I guess let's get started.
Opinions.
All right. Let's see how many people we got. We got 2.
Oh, our biggest supporters.
Shout out
to the supporters.
All right. Let's see. I feel like I don't know.
So how was your day?
It was boring.
Time for motherfuckers, I get trust, I leave them dusty, but get rusty when I'm caught inside my touch that fucking gun. Now what the fuck is up, I smoke that junkie, feeling bossy, right? Baby looking like a broken screen, glitching black is all you see. Bitch, what the fuck you mean? Talking that you see the ghost, no it's weak, when I'm not in that long black coat. I got cold, just be up with that black throat, tatted bands on my back.
Oh, that's why it went up on its own.
Music's too loud.
Aha! There we go. Whoa, why did it go louder?
Wow.
Oh, now it just wants to spaz out on me, huh?
Music is so dirty.
Oh! This is what I was talking about. I was supposed to pause it there. Sorry, y'all. We're new to this, but I don't care. It's cool.
we actually prepared for what just happened and failed
and botched it.
Prepared,
botched it, but it's cool. I don't mind. I don't care. It's fun.
It's all right, cause now we know.
All right. Let's go to the first.
Everybody signs off, stops watching. They're like,
They're like, oh fuck this.
That's an unforgivable mistake.
Like your music is too goddamn
This
loud.
is terrible.
I don't want none of it.
Unforgivable.
All right. Should we go with some of the Should we go out of order?
So how did this happen? What did you like? You went on Instagram and asked for questions.
Yeah. So, originally, what I was gonna do was talk about money, because I did like a poll to vote for what topic. Music was first. So last week we covered music, and then since money was its competitor, I was like, okay, let's just jump onto money.
Okay.
But I was
what about money though? Just talking about money in general, or capitalism, or
yeah, well, kind of a mix of everything. So I was gonna talk about my own personal business ventures. Like right now I'm trying to buy a house, so I was gonna talk about that. investing in Bitcoin, my little adventure with that. Just like looking at stocks, how it looks like right now. I'm not really too involved in it, but I can read it.
Time to buy.
I don't think so, to be honest.
Always time to buy.
I mean,
death to the bears. Death to the bears. If I see a bear on the street,
bulls all day.
Let me catch a bear outside.
But
let me catch a bear outside. You're keeping me poor, bears.
Fucking bear market. So I was just gonna talk about that. Then I was gonna talk about, okay, well, like, what does it mean to not really want to participate in a money financial system? At least, what does it mean to me, and how I kind of play both sides, I guess, of wanting to participate and not wanting to participate. And I was gonna dive pretty deep into my like philosophy now, which I didn't have like not too long ago. It changed because I feel that we're at this time right now where people can, I feel like our people should start trying to get money, not because to participate, but it's just like all of us being poor, it's like not beneficial.
Well, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism,
right?
And we're forced to consume every day. So why not consume things that are gonna help us create change and benefit those around us at the same time?
Yeah. So,
but also, like, if you make $2 million in the stock market and you spend it on the revolution, how are you gonna turn that $2 million into $10 million? You know what I mean? The revolution can wait.
I gotta buy my car. No,
I gotta buy my deal.
Gotta buy my house.
Gotta need my Hummer. You know what I mean? Can't go into the battlefield without my Humvee.
I gotta get machine guns. Gotta have a fucking Gatling gun. I think you're a little close to the mic and it's peaking. So.
All right.
Just an FYI. I don't know how it sounds.
Back up to Ravens.
Okay.
Back up to Ravens.
But yeah. So, and also like even like participating in things like basic. Like, hey, let's all go on a trip to go survive in the forest. You know,
to practice.
Yeah, like obviously that costs resources. It costs. You might have to buy gear. You might have to get equipment. You might have to buy fuel. You might have to rent a vehicle. You know, if everybody has a few bucks to throw in on that,
you might have to buy a bunch of tourniquets.
Exactly. So
practice putting tourniquets.
That was where I was going to go with the whole money aspect.
Okay. So, but the people didn't choose money. They chose, never do.
They chose me. It's actually really close. It was like 56 to 40 something.
Oh.
So it was pretty close.
And they chose man jokes.
No. So what I did an audible because so you were about to start working. And I asked you, hey, would you want to hop on my show and co-host with me one time since you're potentially going to be working a lot.
Right.
So I was like, well, fuck it. What's something that we could talk about? Because I don't want to talk money with you too much because it's just me and you and money, we don't like it.
Yeah.
And it's just like I could do it by myself. Anyway, so
yeah, that's fine.
I decided like what's something else, and then watching our favorite Be a Man.
Oh yeah.
Be a Man, the TikTok / Instagram page. You know. Yeah,
they're missing out on the Be a Woman. They're not cornering the market on the Be a Woman.
Yeah,
part,
there should be some women to do Be a Woman. Yeah. And we got some good ones, but we're not gonna talk about it.
I might.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I might.
Because it's,
so we can get canceled sooner.
Yeah. So so that's why I was like, well, let's talk about. There's a segment actually on the Woody Show. They do this because the cast has 5 men in it.
Okay.
That are on the radio and only 1 female.
Oh, okay.
So she asked the 5 men, you know, these some of the questions like, why do you guys take so long to shit? Things like that.
Why do you guys take so long to shit?
Yeah. So that's
I can answer that.
Yeah. And what's crazy that their demographic of dudes are different. So there's they have a gay guy. They have a dude who's kind of like into he's into designer stuff. And there's Woody, who's like a middle-aged man who's just like he's middle-aged, so it's a different. Those are all different perspectives. So that was kind of cool. So I was like, well, let me do that. I want to do that.
How often are their answers different from each other? Versus how often are they the same?
I would say they're almost like roughly the same, but they have like small variants.
Okay.
Some people are like, well, I take a long shit because I like to read.
Okay.
Another person's like, dude, it just takes me too long. It just takes a long time for it to come out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It
So,
takes
like,
a long time to come out.
so
You need some fucking
but-
starch. Where's the starch?
yeah. So, and that's what
Fiber. You need fiber, my native.
yeah. Oh man, we got 3 viewers.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let's go into it.
All right. So okay. But before you get into it,
Okay.
it was money,
Uh
and what was competing with money again?
Music.
Music.
Yeah.
Music won over money,
Right.
which you already talked about though.
Yes. I
And
just
then
talked about music.
and then you found the be a man topic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So music is in line, and then I jump on the show, and then bam, the be a man topic, and that's how we got to where we're at, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
That
And
was
then how did we get to this? So you went on Instagram and asked the question.
yeah. So
What question can only a man answer?
right, I was like, hey, it was to be honest, I was aiming it at women. I wanted women to ask questions that they're curious about men. Because there's things you can reverse that, and like I'm pretty sure there's a lot of questions we can ask women that we're
Only women can answer.
perplexed about.
Yeah. Why are you taking so long to get out the car?
Yeah. So what I did was I asked my Instagram followers, which is not a crazy amount of people, but
Okay.
hey, a lot of them do participate, and
Okay.
there's actually majority of men with men questions.
These fools don't know.
Which I thought was kind of funny,
That's
but
weird,
also, it's cool. It's definitely they're still good, legitimate questions.
Okay.
Most of them.
We got a bunch. We got a bunch of questions. I can see that there's some people watching right now, and if you have a question that you think only a man can answer, or that you don't know, or that only an elephant can answer, whatever they want to identify as, go ahead and ask it, and we might answer it. But we have a lot of questions here that I guess we're gonna go over.
Yeah. So I put the phone number up again.
Oh,
for those
okay.
of
So
y'all
go
that
ahead and
don't know.
call in if you wanna chat.
Yeah.
about the questions.
So feel free to call in. I will have that ready, and you all can call in as we're talking about this.
Okay.
And we'll change courses as we go.
Okay.
All right. Should we just go in order then?
I suppose we could go in order, or we could go random. There's 21 questions, coincidentally. I would say, you know what? Let's let the people who are watching put a number between 1 and 21, and we'll answer that question randomly.
That's a good idea. I like that interaction right there. Oh, we're
Right.
at 7 viewers now. All right.
We're at what? 7
We
viewers?
got 7 people on, which is cool.
Word. Although the first question is pretty funny. Maybe we should just answer the first question, and then after that we'll hit the random.
Okay, let's do. So you guys type in a number 2 through 21.
2 through 21.
Oh, there you go. We got one.
Okay.
20.
All right.
All
So
right,
let's
we'll
do
go
number
in
1
order.
first.
We'll go in order. Okay, we'll go in the order that you are putting. All right. So question number 1. What are the thoughts that go through the mind during sex? And why are you
Why
silent?
are you so silent?
Why are you silent? Oh, this is awesome. We're producing our own shows, guys.
We're producing our own
Awesome. So,
show. So why are you so silent? I have plenty of reasons.
all right, give one reason right now, and then I'll chime in right now.
Okay, so I'm under the impression that men are so silent because they're introduced to their sex life, whether it's like masturbating or having sex with their first partners, in like they live with their parents obviously, so they're like sneaking their partners in, or they're ditching school and trying to be silent so their neighbors can't hear, or like when they first start masturbating, they're like trying to be silent and leave no trace so they don't get caught. You know what I mean? They're not sure. They're trying to be ninjas. So, and I imagine they start pretty early, so they're being ninjas. Leaving no trace. I know I have a strict protocol of making sure I don't get caught that I've been adhering to for years, and no one has ever walked in on me masturbating ever in my life. So I think it's pretty good, almost foolproof.
I'd say that's a very valid reason as to why. I mean, yeah, I would say that's makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about okay, when you start, what are you doing? Because obviously you're not like a lot of times you're either in a girlfriend or a lady friend's home or
Yeah,
or you're
she's
in your own home and yeah, you got parents to worry about. You can't let them know, like you're smashing. You don't want your mom or dad hearing that. That's just not no bueno.
So you're just like tiptoeing on eggshells, making sure you're not breathing too hard, making sure
you're doing the. Oh, that should have been a sound like.
Oh no.
Oh man. So
yeah, I think that's
one.
But now that I think about it, like as an adult, like, and you're all like in your private time, and there's nobody that can hear you, and you're still silent. That's pretty creepy.
It's you're just like.
You can be as loud as you want.
Okay. The part of the question though is what's going through our mind. I think the other section of that question is the mere focus. So two things that happened. One, you got lucky, and you haven't gotten lucky in a very long time.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you for following.
Baby Mantis.
Yeah. So you're just so like it's happening, and it took me a while to get here and all that stuff that you're just like you can't be making some weird ass noise on the first time, and then the girl's gonna look at you like, what the fuck? Like that's probably what the fear is. The fear is, what is she thinking if I fucking sound like?
Thanks for the follow, brother from another mother.
Thank you. So yeah, like you don't want to be like like what the fuck? Like if you're a girl, like I don't know, be like what the fuck? Like,
what if she wants to hear that?
Yeah, I mean maybe she does, but like fuck, I'm not gonna chance it.
Well, I'm gonna blame the silence on y'all because y'all ain't telling us to speak up.
Yeah, if y'all want that if you want us to be making, maybe you need to vocalize it a little more, and I think it might happen.
I think there's a lot of insecurity that goes into like the whole situation that
on both sides.
Yeah, because it's like.
Definitely,
because like you don't want to blow the opportunity. Like I mean, there's
or even multiple opportunities after.
Yeah, there's times where it's like maybe you had the opportunity and you did blow it, and you're like, oh fuck, I don't want to blow it again.
Right.
Somebody else, so you're just like, oh, like not trying to fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So that's I think that's ultimately what it is, at least for me.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind? Honestly, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things going through the mind. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to talk about like what I'm thinking. I don't know. It's like there's a lot.
And then the other thing too is the whole like not coming. I think that is also a factor.
I experienced both polars of that.
Where you can't.
Whereas like. I didn't ever, I first got introduced to having sex, and then like all of a sudden, like,
we're getting a phone call.
Oh, we're getting a call.
All right, let's see. Hello, caller. You're on the air with the Emergence show.
Long time viewer, first time caller.
What's up, man?
Why are you so silent during sex?
So. You're having a little jokes with it, but I think on a serious note, it's with men with our insecurities. I think we have to talk to our partner, and see what they like. In my endeavors, when I was a youngster.
It's a good way to put it.
I was that silent type, like American Psycho.
American Psycho. She's all afraid for her life.
That fucking stern face.
But like, as I got older and I got more secure in myself, you bring it onto the table, you talk about it, and being older, I talk a lot more. So I think that's just, as men, we need to talk about it.
So you just gotta talk about it.
Yeah,
just gotta talk about it.
With our significant other. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Like if y'all haven't seen the American Psycho, like that face, that fucking stern face, that just like the fucking serial killer stern face.
How creepy.
That's
Oh, like
gang shit. Yeah, yeah. Oh man. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I also have tons of issues with it comes to communication too, like not just in the bedroom but all around. So I think all of that would help out in terms of like I would feel more confident being vocal or expressing how I feel during the whole get down if she was like, yo, I want to hear this from you.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely makes it kind of okay. Oh man. All right, caller. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, just be mindful of we're taught like it's all about us, but it's the wrong way. And a lot of times, if you talk to the females, it actually satisfies them more if you're telling them how they feel, how they look, etc., etc. It might not mean necessarily in the bed.
Damn, you're speaking for all of them?
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
My experiences, man, freaking, just it's more about treating them. I feel like, and that's what we were talking about. The question was, what do you think about? Me,
Oh,
it's
thanks
like,
for the follow.
Man, I gotta last a little longer, man, because I'm ready, dude.
Awesome. Well,
Well,
thanks for your words.
Because of movies. Yeah, thanks for calling in, caller.
All right.
Long time listener, first time caller.
All right,
Talk
man.
to you soon. I feel like as a kid, I wanted to last a really long time, so I would go, clean out the pipes before going on a date and things like that.
They do talk about that in movies.
Yeah, and low key, it works sometimes. You know what I mean? But then all of a sudden, it lasts so long that my partner's like, "All right, let's
wrap it up.
It's been an hour. Can we figure this out?"
It's endurance races.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, maybe this, isn't the best. So
The best way to go about it.
can you imagine being silent for a whole hour?
Just like. Oh, we got a follower that says I got caught by my parents drunk and laid out with some girl in their pad. Eee.
Got caught by your parent drunk, laid out with some girl in their pad. When you say their pad, like her pad or your pad?
Those are two different
Or your
scenarios.
parents' pad?
Those are two real different scenarios.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
'Cause-
Oh, your parents' pad.
oh, okay. That's a little bit better.
Damn,
A
kid.
little bit better.
Can you imagine being in her pad?
No.
YOLO.
But also,
I almost
like,
got caught once.
I'm not. I
My
have
girlfriend's
never
bad.
been scared of a
But-
friend's parents, like
No?
where they'll kill me type shit.
Oh, shit.
I've never been with a partner.
No,
where
I'm afraid that they'll kill her.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm
but
afraid
I don't
of.
care at that point. You fucked up.
Yeah,
You
fucked up.
You should
Should've let me in.
You should have crossed your
dummy.
T's and dotted your I's before you let
Dummy.
me in.
You sitting here making decisions,
Oh.
getting yourself caught up.
But yeah, so that's on you at that point. I'm sorry. Like I wish I could help in any way I can, but
Damn, what'd your parents do? They hit you with the chancla,
the chancla.
and they stab you with an ice pick. What
Goddamn.
happened? What's the spectrum? What's the realm? Where'd you land?
Yeah. Butt naked. Oh damn, you just laid out.
Damn, damn, poor girl.
Yeah, that's it. You ain't going. She can't come back. She can't come back to your house after that. It's done.
But you can go to hers.
Yeah, you could go to hers. But even if your family knows that you're going to her house, they're gonna just be like,
They put a blanket over us and closed the door. Oh, you lucked out, dog.
"Oh yeah,
lucked out.
you did look out." That's some nice parents, bro.
You
That's some
lucked out.
nice
I wonder what
parents.
would have happened to me. Hey, Ma!
Ma, what did you do? Yeah, the girl left. I'm a rush. All right. This is a good topic. Let's get to the next question because.
What's this next question, number
okay.
7?
Let me scroll back up. Okay, number
7.
7. How long do you wait for a poop to come out before you give up?
Oh, I forgot.
So-
which one it was.
So, yeah. So,
I poop too much, and then I get tired.
yeah. All right. So, for me, I haven't.
You got to scroll the chat down.
Yeah. For me, I have never had an issue with like constipation really recently. I feel like as a kid, yeah, but now they come out. However, it just takes a long time to finish. Like, I feel like with certain people, it just comes out one shot. I mean, like minutes, like 2 minutes, it's all out. Me, I feel like I have to sit there and like some of it comes out, and then
Get scissor butt.
it ain't done. Like I gotta wait, and then more of it comes out, and then more, and then like next thing you know, it's at least 5 minutes have gone by.
I've watched people say I got to take a shit, and they get up and like a minute or two they come back, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what the fuck kind of shits are you taking? That was so fast.
Yeah.
What are you doing in
Yeah.
there?
Eat vegetables. See, yeah. But that's the other thing too. Is like I feel that sometimes it does come off. It's just a lot. It's just like I'm talking like 2 pounds. I mean, I eat large meals. That's why I'm so fat. You know. So I think that's what it is. Just it's a lot of processed food. So it's just like soft serve. You know.
But there's all kinds of
Cacachonis. Yeah, I am drinking lots of water now. So that helps. But
yeah, I mean, I spend most of my time on the shitter on my phone, so
that's true too.
there's that. And I just when my legs go numb, I'm like, oh, time's up, gotta go. I have maxed out my toilet time on the phone, so
You have to purposely wait to build it up.
Sometimes it's quick. Other times, I get like scissor butt, and then it's like I heard somebody say one time it's like a marker, like you just keep wiping and it just keeps fucking coming out on the paper and you're fucked, you know.
That's
and it's
the
always like the last piece of the
just in there.
chunk of shit. It's like the last tip that your butt's like, you know what, I'm done, and it cuts it off. And then now you can't like push that last piece out. It's just like stuck right there. So you're left with the option. You're gonna like finger it out, or you're just gonna keep wiping until it's no more done. Or are you gonna do what I do and just take a fucking shower after I shit? I just take a shower.
So one thing at having kids is that I have access to baby wipes heavily.
Oh, there you go.
Always. And I never had that growing up.
Yeah.
And if y'all know me, I'm hairy. I'm a pretty hairy person. I mean, you could, let's see. Yeah, you could kind of see my arms. I got some hair. But yeah, the legs are no different. So
I got a lot of ass hair, but
yeah,
I have a lot
same
of body hair.
same ass hair. I got ass hair. So
Yeah, tons of ass hair.
So when I didn't have wipes, you know, like it's just dry paper, so you have to constantly, like you said, like a marker, wipe and wipe and wipe and wipe. but with wipies, you can get like it cleans it all faster.
Yeah. Wipies makes me feel like I don't have to shower.
Right.
But if I don't have wipies,
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
fucking shower. Because it's
shower.
like, what if I got shit right here in my beard?
Right.
Am I just gonna hit that
Yeah,
with toilet paper
paper's
real
not gonna
quick?
clean that.
I'm just gonna toilet paper
Paper's
that
not gonna
off
clean
and
that.
throw it away. No, I'm gonna. What the fuck? There's
And-
still shit like in your hair.
And that's how you have dudes who smell like ass when they sit on a leather couch.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
because they
sit
just
on a
only
leather
use
couch,
toilet paper
and
like
then
fucking
yeah,
cavemen.
Paul Bunyan man ass.
fucking-
Exactly.
Fucking savage bastards.
Oh, that was a good one. I remember.
Invest in baby wipes,
Yeah.
you fuck.
So-
What's wrong with you?
So yeah, like if you ever smell a dude, it's not even all dudes. Sometimes it's even females. I've seen some females where they're like sitting on that leather fucking hot seat, and they get up and it just smells like gulo, like straight up butt, you know. And it's probably from that. Like
They
just-
got toilet paper on
they
their
got
buttholes
they got
still.
that dry fucking all over their butt hair shit.
It's been a few times where I've seen some girls with toilet paper like in their butt.
Yeah,
And it's like,
You-
how do you not know that?
Wipies solve that. Wipey, aloe vera. No shit. Oh man.
Always wipies, always.
But like, yeah. So as far as constipation goes, nah, dude. Like, fuck that. I gotta wait till I know like it's coming out. I'll wait hours before I even attempt to sit down. I'm not gonna waste my
The
time.
aloe vera, absolutely. If you get the aloe vera one, you're gonna like. If you like the spicy food like I do, aloe vera is
That stuff's good for your stomach too. That makes your stomach feel a lot better.
no aloe vera baby wipes. Like, the aloe vera's on the
Oh,
wipe.
with the butt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
with
I use baby wipes, so it's like designed for sensitive ass, you know.
Uh-huh.
But if you have like just the regular brand, yeah, I would get some type of medicated versions because they're probably not the best for your butt.
Huh.
All right, I think we.
Wait, what was the question again?
It was, how long do you wait for poop to come out before you give up?
So I guess the answer is roughly like
Oh shit, wrong one.
I poop too much, and then I get tired.
so roughly half an hour. Más o menos.
Yeah, no, I would say most of my shits take 15 minutes. The latest,
That fool doesn't fucking use baby wipes. You're sick. You're disgusting. Go see a therapist.
Wait, which one? What are you talking about?
The sensitive ass fools.
Oh, sensitive ass. Yeah.
Flaniscoyo.
That's
Go
what-
see a therapist, dog. Because that's fucking gross.
That means homie
we can
got-
smell you.
He probably has skid marks.
We can smell you, dog.
Oh, you know what? That's funny. That reminds me. So my brother had this friend. I forgot. I think you've met him.
Smells like ass.
He played football, and they would say he smells like ass, and they gave him a nickname. I forgot what it was.
Wilson?
No. He went to San Gabriel,
Oh,
and he was their friend. He would kick it with all them, but I can't remember. They gave him
smelled like ass.
they gave him a name about him smelling like ass, like because of that.
Oh,
Oh, if you could,
disgusting.
yeah.
Trying to fix my seat here.
All right, so
Disgusting.
should we go to the next one then?
All right, yeah.
All right, number 21. Why is it when you have company, morning wood lasts longer? Woo.
Honestly, I can't relate.
I would
My-
say I
yeah.
can, but I don't think it's ever really happened to me where, like, oh, they came over while I'm still in bed.
Uh-huh.
So I don't really know about that.
Yeah,
one.
so who's coming over to your house?
Like that early in the morning?
It's weird,
like,
you know? Maybe they're staying over for Christmas, you know?
oh well, yeah. If that's the case, but even then, it's just like
For Xmas.
I don't know. I wouldn't have an
Why
issue
does
with
morning
that.
wood last long? You know what? Maybe if you, at night, you wouldn't have that problem.
I'm gonna say some funny shit. I'm gonna burn my dad.
I don't think he's going to mind right
Yeah,
now.
I don't think he's gonna care.
He's not going to see the show for a minute.
My dad he would walk around with one. He'd be like, "Fuck it, my house. I'm gonna walk around with a fucking. I'm gonna walk around with some fucking wood."
Prepare to be
Yeah,
traumatized, everybody.
And if you know a Marine, they wear what do they come skibbies? No,
Skivvies?
the fucking shorts. They're really short shorts. And they're
Skivvies.
silkies.
The
So
Marine shorts.
they're Marine Corps. They're Marine
so
Corps
proud of
green.
their little
they're,
shorts.
They're military green, and they go up to their high thigh, like high fucking thigh.
Yeah, and after the age of 40, the balls hang out.
Yeah, yeah. And homeboy is walking around the house with fucking silkies
With
on and a boner.
straight erection.
A huge fucking boner just walking around the house saying, "Fuck it, it's my house. I'm gonna do it anyway."
Wow, look at that. A better question is, why do you have to wait for it to go down in order to pee? Can't you just hold it down? Yes, we could just hold it down if there was sand that needed to be blasted off the toilet, because it comes out like a fucking pressure hose
Pressure washer.
if it's still hard. You know what I mean? Like, and then not only that, it kind of hurts because when you press it, it's coming out like
Yeah.
super hard. So you like push it down a little bit, it kind of like cuts the hose. Like if it's like a water
Like a
hose,
fucking, you know.
yeah. So it's not pleasant, and again, it's coming out
Uh,
super duper jet stream.
And let me
It's
get
not safe.
Let me get a little scientific on you. So, in the I want to say it's the prostate,
Okay, what is
but
it?
it's internally. There's a valve, and when
Right.
you have an erection, the valve shuts the pee side off. Mostly, but you can power through that.
power
You can
through
literally
it.
power through that valve, but it's
So it's also physically difficult
it's
to piss.
physically almost
when you're
designed so
erect.
you can't urinate while you're erect.
Wow,
So
impressive.
so that's why too.
Although I have done it.
I have done it too. You can power through it, but it's probably not healthy for you. It's probably you're like damaging your valve.
Party's like, what the
That's,
fuck?
that's probably why we could do it.
Wait
It's
for
'cause
it to go down,
we-
you idiot.
It's probably why we could do it because we've already did it too many times.
Uh-huh.
Where it happens now. It's like a fucking valve. It's all fucking rickety because it just.
I did it one time when I was camping. I just leaned over the tree instead of pressing it down. It didn't feel too bad actually. It was like coming out.
Yeah. So pressure washer. So yeah, and this and it also makes it easier for us to miss the toilet, and
Oh my god!
you don't want to clean the
and there's
fucking
so
toilet.
much toilet paper.
You don't want to clean the toilet
You know
when you
what I
miss.
mean? How about people who don't clean the toilet after they piss? What the fuck is wrong with you dudes?
Yeah, that's
It's disgusting.
It's disturbing. And you know what? Like, even in a public restroom, like, you fucking miss, like, clean it. Just take some toilet paper, wipe your own piss
Just
down, throw it in the
fucking
toilet.
wipe it.
But
What the fuck?
yeah,
You know, I'm not an advocate of lifting the toilet seat up,
but
because if you're gonna if a guy has to lift it up, then a woman has to put it down. You know what I mean? I don't want to walk in there and see the fucking toilet seat up. That shit better be, or I don't want to see it down. It better be up. If I gotta put it down when I'm done, I want to see that shit be up when I go in there.
all
But
right.
I digress. Clean the fucking seat.
Clean the fucking seat.
Clean the fucking
Please.
seat.
Clean the fucking seat. Do all the females in your house or in public, if it's a unisex bathroom, a favor and clean the fucking seat so when they go and take a piss, they're not sitting in your piss. Now, I'm glad you mentioned that, because you know the one thing that women don't understand when we put the seat down is that when we have to pick the seat up. So when we have to pick the
everything
seat up,
that's under there, all the blood.
everything, the blood, the shit, the diarrhea splashes from the bottom, it ends up on that. So now my hand, I have to touch
I gotta
that and
touch
lift it,
that.
and just so I could take a piss. So
if I gotta touch it, you gotta touch it.
so please
Pick it up.
If you're gonna
Hashtag pick it up.
pick it up and at least look and clean, and you can put it right back down.
No, pick it up when you're done and leave it up so I can pee.
So we know that it's not, my hand's not getting blood piss shit on it.
Or clean up your blood when you're done. We clean up our pee. You clean up your blood.
We'll call it Truesies.
Oh, sacred. Wow, females miss also when they don't sit flush in the seat. I'm
yeah,
gonna take your word for it.
and a lot of them I hear hover,
They hover.
especially in public. They hover.
I've hovered to take a shit in public,
Oh shit, I get, but
but to pee.
pee. It's not like they have
Wow,
an
so
aiming
you're
mechanism.
telling me
either.
there's times that I went into a public restroom and saw piss on the toilet and it didn't belong to a man?
Probably a female.
Wow. Had never thought about that before.
Yeah. So there you go. Oh, good times, good times. All right, let's. Wait, were we done with that? Yeah, we're pretty much done with that one. Let's go with number 3.
Oh
on the
no,
list.
is that the one?
Uh,
I don't want to talk about that one. I don't want to talk about that.
this is a good one. This is a good one. I like this one.
No,
So,
I want to plead the fifth on this one.
I'm not gonna plead the fifth on this one. This one's awesome. Okay, the number 3 is, why do we ask our wives to do nasty shit, but when they do it, we are disgusted.
Who raised you?
Who raised? Yeah, that was the extra that we didn't talk about. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'll take this
Can't
one.
believe you let me do that to you.
Okay, right off the bat, what I'm gonna say to save my ass is I have not, and I'm 100%, 100% serious.
Only
about this.
missionary?
I have no. I've not been disgusted by my wife
Oh, okay.
at all. Needless to say, though, I have been disgusted by other partners. By other partners, but not my wife. My wife, I have never been disgusted.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
But everybody else, you fucking filthy.
I'm gonna. No, it's not even that. It's not even that. What it is, I'm gonna refer to Big J Okerson.
Okay.
He's a comedian, and he talks about this in one of his specials. As a dude, he says, "I can't have a female roommate." Do you know why he says that? He says,
why have a female roommate if you're not gonna have sex?
"No."
Oh,
He said, "When men are horny,
Uh-huh.
we're different creatures."
okay.
He says we're uncontrollable beasts when we're fucking horny. And he said the minute he gets a chance, he's gonna be in his roommate's room with her panties in his hands and jerking off while he's sniffing her panties. Okay? So that being said, it I would say more or less it's true. When we come, we come to our senses. We're like, damn, like I don't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. So we might be in the mood, and we ask a female to
Might
do
be in
something
the mood for
crazy.
ass to mouth.
Yeah, some crazy shit that you normally wouldn't, on a normal brain, wouldn't be down to do. So
Why
when
would
you
you
finally fucking do it, and then you fucking blow your load, your brain just clears. And then you're like,
You have shit on your mouth.
and you're just like, oh, I did that, or oh, she did that. Like I can't believe that happened. You know, like
Who
so.
raised you?
So that is why I think we feel that way.
Well,
I mean,
honestly, I haven't really been disgusted either. I've been more grateful than disgusted.
and yeah, I would say that too. I would definitely say that too. Well, what's going on over there?
I think they're getting the delay
Oh.
of the poop on the mouth comment.
That's funny.
Never done ass to mouth, by the way.
Never
so
done ass to mouth.
that
either.
was just for-
I'm
that was
happy
just for
that,
satire.
that I can say I've never done ass to mouth. It's like watching porn. It's all fun and games
Until
until
she gets nutted on.
Exactly.
Fucking Susia. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh man. Okay.
Jesus.
Well, I think we hit that one.
What have you done to your lineage?
Your to be kids. Let's go with numero ocho on the ocho. Do women deserve to be paid equally? And then it says sports. So I think the person who asked the question was asking if sports, specifically about sports and being paid equally in sports.
If women to be paid equally in sports?
But I do want to hit both topics regardless.
I mean, that's hella general, though, because men don't get paid equal in sports. You know what I mean?
Right.
Football players don't get paid the same as fighters, you know? Like,
Mm-hmm.
your pay is determined by, like, the demand for the views.
For you,
know?
right? Like,
Yeah, people want to watch it. They're going to pay for it, and that's how much you're going to get a piece of that. You
like,
know what I mean?
like in Ronda Rousey's heyday, I would imagine she was making just as much
She
as
made more than a group of male fighters, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Not just through the UFC, but like her sponsorship deals and things like that. I'm sure she got paid way more than fucking Phil Baroni. You know what I mean? So
So, yeah, and then also like, okay, you have like something like women's NBA.
nobody watches.
Nobody's
that, man.
watching it. So
How much is the highest paid? Jamie, pull that up for us real quick.
Okay, let's see.
Just kidding. Nobody here is named Jamie.
Oh, you said JP. I didn't even hear it.
Highest paid women's NBA
Let's
player.
see. Highest paid
I wonder if it comes up.
W.
WNBA player right there.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna share it. Okay.
Dewana Bonner.
Hold on. Let me share it so they can see what we're seeing. All right. Let's see.
Dewana Bonner looks like this guy from Motor City. Apparently, I don't know.
Let's see. So, what is this? A million?
Skylar.
Oh, this is. What is that?
Diggins?
Average player salary in thousands. So the highest paid player is only making $221,000
A year?
That's
or a season?
Fucking horrible.
That's horrible?
That's yeah. It's just I don't know if it's annually. I
If
think it's
that's
annually.
hor-
It's annually.
If I was to have-
And the reason why I say it's horrible is because I know for a fact
Uh-huh.
regular regular male professional
NBA?
basketball players are
Uh-huh.
making millions.
Oh,
So that is fucked up.
damn. So that's
But-
terrible.
But
But nobody wants to watch
but
it.
going back to what we were saying, ratings has a lot to do with it.
Uh-huh.
Commercials have a lot to do with it. If there's not a lot of people watching, there's not a lot of commercial airtime.
Uh-huh.
Not a lot of people watching the commercials, therefore they don't get paid.
Right.
So they probably have less funds to work with. Is it fair? No, but that's capitalism. Welcome to America. Let's see what else. I mean, yeah. So like, in a fighting situation, yeah, I would say like it's pretty even. Maybe even tennis. I feel like what's her name, Serena, the
Williams?
sisters. I'm pretty sure they're making dumb money.
Venus and Serena.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure they make a lot of money. I mean, but we won't know until we Google it. But regardless, it depends on the demand for the sport. You know, if you want to watch it, people want to watch it. If millions of people are willing to pay for it, then obviously, or I think it should be that they get paid the same ratio that men do per the demand, right? Now, if the same amount of people want to watch WNBA as they want to watch fucking the Lakers, then and females are still getting paid this in comparison, then I think that's pretty fucked up. They should definitely fucking get paid the same like ratio wise compared to like the demand, but I mean, no, but just like I think that's how it works. That's how it works for everybody else, right?
Yeah. So I pulled this up.
Uh-huh.
Highest paid
Naomi
female
Osaka.
athlete and 37. I'm assuming. Oh, it's in millions. So there you go. She's making 37 mil. That's a lot of money.
7.4 million.
Serena, look at I mentioned her,
Uh-huh.
and she's making 36, so she's second.
and the next coming in third is a whopping 13 million. That's a lot. That's a huge difference.
So good. Yeah, that is a huge.
Look at the difference though between
that's
them.
2 times the amount. So yeah, to answer our person's thing.
She makes more than everyone on this chat together. She makes more than you're ever gonna make in your life, guys.
Yeah, or all of us probably together with.
And it's still shit compared to her male counterparts.
Yeah.
If only she could slam dunk. I'm just kidding.
If only she could linebacker plug the hole, fucking sack the QB. Yeah. So, as far as
she can dunk.
As far as I would say jobs go, I think that's also it varies. It varies significantly from job to job. Like, what's the amount of, let's just say, I don't know, sanitation workers that are female? Probably not a lot. Probably in compare, it's probably gonna be a male dominated thing. So in that aspect, yeah, male's gonna make more money only because there's more males there, right? Now I know.
I think in lower wage jobs. I mean, I don't know because I'm not an expert on it, but I would assume that everybody working in Starbucks is getting paid the same.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I would
you,
assume. Thanks
MZ.
for the follower. I would assume everybody working in Starbucks getting paid hella similar, but I wouldn't be surprised if the women are making less either. But when I hear the argument of like women getting paid less, I think most people are thinking about like higher paying jobs, like salary jobs, when women are like the head of a company and they're not making as much as their male counterpart, even though they're doing the same work, if not more.
Yeah, and I don't have an answer for that.
I don't have an answer for that either.
I can't say, but like I could tell you right now,
misogyny.
My job, I work for Edison, and compared to all the pretty much, I would say where I work in my department is primarily female. And I know for a fact they're making probably the same as the male. It literally is about your time, how long you've been in the company. And that's pretty much it. And also your relationship to your boss, because your boss gives you like monthly performance things, and then they base your salary and bonuses off of that. And it's the same process that I go through now. Of course, there's probably some misogynist boss that wants to hit on you, but at least in my department, there's none of that going on. Everybody's older. Like, I feel like if some female were to be approached like that, it would be a fucking it would be a bad day for the boss.
I know a few women that asked for a raise and they both got it, like on the first time asking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously it's not speaking for every woman in the whole world, just my personal experience. I know one woman who worked in like a collections agency where she's getting paid some money and she asked for a raise and got it. Like, someone else in a lower level job asked for a raise, got it. So
yeah, and then also like I said, the fields too, like medical fields is primarily women, and they're making a good amount of money.
I asked for a raise twice. I didn't get it either time.
I don't think I've ever asked for a raise, but I don't know. Is that me fucking up? I don't know. But usually my jobs that I've been in, like, it's a guarantee like time raise, so I guess you don't have to ask for a raise.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up. Maybe that's the misogynistic. Oh fuck.
But
that's
also
that question.
But okay, but also the females are also in the same time frame. So
okay.
It's not like I'm just gonna get paid. No. But like in an office job where it's probably different. So I don't know. All right, I think our expertise is maxed out on this.
All right,
topic.
yeah, I'm definitely not an expert on that one.
Okay. We're number 5 now. Number 5. Let's see. Is how do I train my woman? How do I train my woman?
There's somebody has an answer
Actually,
for
the thing is a Latino thing.
It's a Latino.
Every Latino woman watched their children.
So hence you gotta the
You
Latino
got,
woman.
You got to treat your woman. Nah.
No, you just you need a lot of money and some cocaine and whatever other drug they might be into.
Okay, if you want the legit answer, not the cocaine and money, sugar daddy answer.
That shit works though.
Ultimately, just you need to communicate and reciprocate. Those are the two.
Oh,
things,
is that the question?
those are the two things. I mean, train your woman is harsh way of saying it. And the person who asked this was trolling, like straight up. I'm just gonna be honest,
yeah.
they were trolling. But I'm gonna.
Which is why I'm joking about it.
Yeah, we're joking. But in all honesty, like if you have a significant other, that's the first thing. Like you gotta have somebody you're tied to, that you're actually gonna be with long enough to have really heavy communication, and then you're gonna know your boundaries, your borders of what you allow, what you don't allow, what they allow, what they don't allow, and then you work your way from there. You know, maybe I don't know, maybe a compromise. You could a lot of compromise. You know, so maybe there's something like
see, but that sounds like a back and forth.
it is a back and forth.
If we're answering this question, there's no back and forth.
You're not training your woman. How about that? That's the fucking answer to that.
You're not training your woman.
Like, and if you are, you got.
But if you want her to do the things you want, you gotta do the
compromise.
things you want. You gotta train yourself.
Yeah.
To train her, you must train yourself first.
Exactly.
Or you can do the 3-year rule.
What's the 3-year rule?
You ever heard the 3-year rule?
Maybe I have. I don't know. It doesn't sound
It
familiar.
means you treat her like shit for 3 years. You don't buy her nothing. You don't take her out. You make her pay for everything. You don't get her shit for 3 years. And then after 3 years is over, you treat her like a queen.
That's a horrible way to do it. If you're a female that fucking sat there for 3 fucking years and tolerated that shit, you're a fucking ass. You're an ass. As a female, you should be questioning your values. And I have a feeling there is somebody out there that did this. And I'm not gonna say names, but that's a bad move. 3 years, maybe 6 months. You know, maybe 6 months.
6 months of that?
But 3 years of that shit? I'd be like, deuce, my native, deuce. Like, yeah, exactly. Who waits around? Nobody waits around that long. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, you would be surprised. There's a lot. I've done some stupid shit. I'm not gonna lie. I've waited for some dumb shit. So I'm not. I guess nobody is exempt from that. Doing stupid shit like that. But 3 years, come on. What the fuck is your problem? What is your fucking problem?
Woo!
Okay, so let's go. I don't give it. It ain't gonna be me.
Yeah.
All right.
Be me.
Yeah. All right. Number 14. Wait, let's see. Especially when
She was that good, dude. She would take it for 3 years. Facts.
Facts. Computer facts. All right. 15. As a man, what are toxic man traits? So this is like
What are toxic man traits?
yeah, I think for every man it's gonna be different. I would say, I would think that it's not the same for every single dude. And as you can tell, people act real fucking different and think it's cool, and others might think less of you. So, do you have anything to say about that?
I think one of my most toxic man traits is that I don't offer any kind of emotional support when they're going through some like hard shit. I'm just like, oh fuck, that sucks. You know, I'm not like, oh, how can I help, or here's a hug, or like none of that comes to mind. Like some shit comes up and I'm just like crickets, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only until recently I started realizing that, and I'm like, oh, I need to be supportive or something like that. It's just not programmed like that.
I think men in general have that
Beating
issue.
your girl up. Fool, stop beating your girl up. I know your girl. I'm gonna tell her. Like, that fool hits you, let me know. So
Yeah, we're gonna wait for him when he gets out of work. Yeah, no, obviously, like, okay, the obvious ones are like beating a girl, raping a girl. Those are the worst of the worst. But like, I shouldn't even have to say that.
Yeah.
I'm right here on the chat. He fucking.
Pull up with it.
He's a fucking keyboard banger over here. No.
This fool's outside. I bet.
He's outside. He's right here in the fucking other room. So yeah, obviously those two are fucked up.
I think also like fucking like like degrading, raising your voice at them in public, like fucking saying a bunch of shit you're gonna regret.
Yeah, calling them out of their name.
That's all fucking like
It's fucked up.
Especially in front of other people. That's like
Especially for
hella weak
parents.
shit.
Doing that shit for your parents or relatives is really fucked
Hella
up.
weak.
I mean, there's a lot of other shit that I probably don't agree with, but like I know it's a like I don't like cheating is kind of fucked up. But I also feel that goes both ways. That's not just a topic.
Maybe like that we went over like your girl feels all you feel all disgusted when your girl does like you want her to do something nasty.
When she fucking hooks you up with
that's
the
why
request.
She's gotta let you go be with all these other girls so you could do all the disgusting shit and you won't feel disgusted with her after.
You get it out the fucking way.
Just get it out the way. You feel disgusted with her and then you go back to your girl and you're like, all right, it's all good, you know. You do the missionary stuff with her.
I mean, yeah, valid. Or don't tie yourself down. Don't fucking just do that shit and then get it out your fucking system.
Yeah, don't cheat.
I've done
She's
it all.
She's gotta go with you. You know what I mean? She's
Take
there.
It with you.
Like,
Take it with you.
Like that, like Genghis Khan. You know what I mean? You seen that movie Genghis Khan where his wife is right there, and she's like testing all his concubines.
Yeah, she has to pre-check them. Yeah,
goals.
She's like, she's good. You're allowed.
Yeah.
Or no, she's not good. You ain't allowed.
Genghis Khan status.
You know what? I gotta mark the stuff we've done while we're at it.
Kublai Khan.
Kublai Khan. Oh yeah, his son.
Khan.
That was his son, right?
Genghis was already dead.
Toxic.
That's not toxic. That's healing. That's finding alternatives.
Okay, that's cultural. If it's accepted in your culture, well then there's no harm, no foul. I mean,
bam.
Just some word. I think both of our tribes were polygamous
and polyamorous.
Yeah. So.
I mean,
that's actually a topic that I was gonna bring up in the future. Let's see. So one's done.
I'm not.
18, 21, 7.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one because I want to talk about that one.
Which
I
one?
can't. Polyamory.
Oh yeah, that's complicated.
I can't claim it because I'm not doing it, but it's something like because of the ancestral thing. I've said this before to other people. Like, I don't. It's something I'm interested in, like reclaiming. You know what I mean? But I'm not programmed for it. You know what I mean? Like, as much as I would want to do, I feel like I would just be like fucking tripping if she went with some other dude at the same time.
And I think that's a modern day problem.
Yeah.
Brother,
like
husband, exactly.
Like if I was raised, see, but that's the other thing is I don't always feel like I know I got some Eskimo brothers and I'm not even mad at it. You know what I mean? I'm not even mad at it.
Yeah, but there's no. I guess what the exchange or the bigger level stuff would be like permanently being with another person like that.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah. See, because like I feel like I'd be down for it. It's like, can you imagine the buying power you'd all have? Like, you'd all be able to like
put our shit together,
like support each other and put your shit together and fucking have like all this fucking resources amongst each other. Like to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Like she could take care of this and she could take care of that and she could take care of this and maybe one of them has a boyfriend somewhere and maybe we'll let him around. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Like I said, that's a future.
But you can have like some like serious fucking shit happening right there. But I'm not programmed for that. It's like hella cringy when I think about it at the same time.
Yeah, it's definitely something you have to seriously talk yourself into. I think as a modern day 2021 guy.
You know what I mean?
Straight dude. Like
this fool's looking at her after and he's like, why would you let me do that? You know what I mean? It's your turn tomorrow night. You're like, oh fuck.
Or the opposite. You're like, damn, why did you do that with him? Like, what the fuck?
Right?
Yeah. All right, let's see what's next on that list. I think we're down to the last one that was requested. Oh no, let's see, 14. Okay, here we go. All right, number 14 is, and I like this one. What is the difference between a whipped guy and a respectable guy?
Ooh.
Ooh. So, He has any?
A whipped guy and a respectable guy. A whipped guy and a respectable guy. I don't know. Like,
I was a whipped guy.
It's relative.
It is relative, but I personally felt like I was a whipped guy.
It's relative because I value loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't see somebody being loyal to the woman as like being whipped. You know.
But
I've also been like, haven't valued. I've faltered in my loyalty at the same time. You know. And you know, I don't know. I don't really trip on dudes that I feel like are whipped or whatever. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I think one of the aspects of that is, are they infringing on your autonomy? I think that's a big sign of being whipped, because I feel like, and like I said, I had a girlfriend who was infringing on my autonomy. I mean, to the point where I couldn't hang out with people. I couldn't hang out with certain friends. I couldn't go to certain places. I couldn't, you know, there was these things that I couldn't do. And at that point, like, my friends could easily have said, "You're a fucking whip, dude. Like, look at you, fucking, you know, mandilon," you know?
Yeah.
Like, that I see as something that you're whipped at that point. Like, because there's no reason why you should allow another human being to just dictate your life like that. Yeah. It's okay to compromise and to make space for that person and make time for them. But when you're just, like, literally, like, giving up your friends, giving up your family, giving up your hobbies.
Yeah,
like,
if they're infringing on that and it's not consensual.
Yeah.
If it's consensual and like that shit turns you on or whatever, and all of a sudden it's making other aspects of your relationship better.
Yeah, toxic, maybe. Definitely.
You know, but if it's not consensual, then yeah, it's absolutely toxic.
I mean, but I consented to that when I did it.
But if you had a choice,
right? I mean, I guess there's a repercussion if I didn't.
Absolutely.
So I guess it's not a choice. Yeah, I'm being coerced into it.
Yeah.
What is this? Allow?
You gotta allow that comment.
Yeah, that's weird. That's are attainable with. We'll save that one because, like I said, that's a whole different.
That's a different show.
That's a different show.
What was the question? The question was.
Bummer.
What do you consider?
Yeah, whipped over.
What do you consider a whipped man over?
A respected man, a respectable man. Well, from my aspect of like a respectable man is somebody who does the same thing like I was saying, which was you're making time for that person. But you're doing it in a way where you're no longer. You're not obviously affecting your own personal relationships. You're not affecting your hobbies. You know, you're not giving it up. But obviously, if you're taking on a partner, you know, it would make sense that you're supposed to give up some of your time for this. You're supposed to allow them to, you know, you're supposed to give them some kind of attention. Like, I mean, that's kind of the whole point of signing up for that. And if you're not going to give it, well, then you're not being very respectable at that point. You're not.
I mean, I feel like if y'all's relationship isn't as toxic, because I think anybody who's colonized, their relationship is doomed to toxicity.
It's true.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, as colonized people, we're not living.
Be a man.
We're not living. As colonized people, you know, we're not living to the standards of our ancestors, regardless.
True.
And I don't think a lot of us even realize what those standards may or may not have been.
I don't think we'll ever know.
But yeah, every relationship has some level of toxicity involved. So I think that as long as, like, I'm gonna respect a man who's living up to his responsibilities enough for his partner to respect him, for his kids to respect him, for his friends to respect him, and if his immediate circle respects him, then the potential for me to respect him is really good. You know what I mean? But if I don't see his inner circle respecting him, then that's like hella suspect. You know, like I got reasons to doubt now. You know, and then at the same time, like, just reading their energy, like there's hella reasons for me to not respect a motherfucker that have nothing to do with relationships. So there's that too, you know.
Yeah, and then also like it is. I would say it's relative to also your people that you're with. You know, maybe a group of guys seeing like being lovey-dovey with your girlfriend is considered like, oh, you're whipped. You know, you're whipped. But like in another group of friends, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and it's actually encouraged and accepted, and everybody's cool with it.
Right.
So that's your circle, and kind of like what you were saying. Like if your circle's, you know,
Yeah.
I guess respects it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely.
I think we hit that one. No?
Yeah. So nobody else has. If y'all want us to answer questions 1 through 21, type in a number 1 through 21. We've already answered 1, 7, 21, 3, 8, 5, 14, and 2.
Oh wait, we didn't do 2 yet.
We didn't do 2?
No, we didn't do. Okay,
Oh,
let's
we're
do
about to
2.
do
Sorry.
2.
So that's right. Put your numbers in again, and then I guess if you've accidentally typed in one that we've already covered, we'll just skip it. So we'll do 2. This one was also a funny troll response, but it was by a female, and it's why are men such trash?
Why are men such trash?
Trash.
I love this question.
Trash.
Men are trash. 1, because we're colonized, and 2, because trash environments brought
Creates
us
trash.
up. You know?
Creates trash.
Shitty environments create shitty people. Shitty environments create trash men. Shitty environments create trash women. Shitty environments create trash whatever you want to identify as. Shitty environments create trash people. And we're doomed to intertwine and talk to each other and bounce off each other's trash aspects.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it could come from how you were raised by your family. It could come from a partner, how they mistreated you. It could come from. It could come from. It could be just you. It's just like I'll give you an example of a trash thing that I would say that I have an issue with is that like I don't like to leave my house. I'm a cave dwelling hermit, and it's not fair to my partner that I don't want to leave the house. So I mean, yeah.
you think that makes you trash though?
It is when my wife is begging me to leave the house. Yeah, that could make me trash. But no, there's definitely more toxic, fucked up shit that people do to each other. You know what's a good example? If you ever look at like especially like Food's Gone Wild pages, like those cholo pages where they have like just like they'll show a toxic person, like straight up toxic, and you read the fucking comments. Read the comments, and it is just row after row of fucking trash people. It's just like
if you commented on Food's Gone Wild, you're trash.
You're trash. Well, I'm on there. I don't follow them anymore though, but I'm on there. Because we want to get taken out too. Yeah. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like a good example, like we'll give Cardi B for an example.
Okay.
She
Canceled.
openly
You just said
admitted
it, you're canceled.
she openly admitted to drugging men and robbing them, and I think I even heard raping, but I don't want to confirm that one, but for sure the robbing. Why hasn't she been canceled for that? And it's like because right
it's
now,
not okay to slut shame women. It's only okay to slut shame men.
And that's just the time of it's the time that we're in right now. And vice versa, like you know, I heard on a personal note. There's a punk band. I'm gonna straight say it. There's the punk band Corrupted Youth, and their members and their friends. They would take girls home after shows and have them hang out, and usually the girl would be into one of the dudes and pretty much take her to somewhere and then tell her, hey, like you want to ride home or you want to get, or if you have nowhere to go, like you gotta get trained by all the homies, and if not, well then get the fuck out of our house. And now they have no car. They're probably drunk. They're probably very young or underage, even potentially. And they have no choice. At that point, it's like, okay, well, if I say no to these guys, I'm going to be stranded. Like I said, they might be drunk, so they might not know where the fuck they're at. They might not know. Like, it's just, that's fucking garbage, people. Fuck those fools, yeah. So yeah, like, and I heard that from people who hung out with them. So that's fucking trash behavior, you know.
That's fucking disgusting.
It is very disgusting. So fuck those dudes. That's why I don't fucking.
What was the question? Why are message trash?
Yeah. So that's a super trash thing. Yeah.
You know, like, look, I mean, honestly though, like, there's people who talk about like colonized people represent the behaviors of the attitudes, the behaviors and attitudes, the I don't know how to the behaviors, the attitudes of the people who colonized us. You know, the people who colonized us didn't like us. They treated us like shit. They demeaned our ancestors. They treated us fucking terrible. You know what I mean? Like dogs. You know what I mean? And then they separated us from our culture. They removed us from our standards and our morals, our mores. And then we were raised, like the men at that time were raised to hate themselves as much as the colonizers hated us. And that contempt for us and ourselves is evident today in the way we treat the women in our families, the way we treat other colonized people. You know, we treat other colonized people the way our ancestors observed the colonizers treating those people. That's why when people be like, oh, you know, white people were so nice to me. Oh, here we're getting race now. Like colonizers, occupiers, you know, they're so nice. They're so, you know, they don't treat me bad. But when people of color pull up, they're treating me like shit, and they're talking shit, and they're talking down to me and this and that. Like all of that is evidence of the colonization. All of that is evidence of us treating ourselves and each other the way the colonizer treated our ancestors when they separated us from the standards we grew up in pre-colonial times. You know what I mean? So the trash behavior that we exhibit has been given to us and circulating within our communities ever since we've been colonized.
500
X
27
years ago.
X years. So yeah, it's definitely deep rooted. It's definitely ingrained in us. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like even hitting our children, like all that behavior, it came ultimately from back then, and it continues, and it thrives in our communities, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're a direct reflection of that.
If it took 500 something years for it to be ingrained in us this deep, how long is it going to take for us to get rid of that? You know?
Yeah. So, there we go. Okay, number 13. All right, what are things men like to hear? Hear from women.
I didn't say anything.
Are you trying to peg me?
No.
No, we don't want to hear be pegged. Well, maybe some dudes do. I don't know. I don't want to be pegged. Don't peg me. Don't fucking peg me. That's the no zone. So
Exit only.
Exit only.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Don't knock it till you try it. At least the finger.
At least the finger. Woo! Called it.
Okay, so that one, it depends on what's the situation. Like, I think
You gotta talk about it.
yeah. Well,
Because I don't think it's always the same, right?
are we talking about sex?
That's the question, right?
No, it just says where was it at? What number? 13? Blah, blah, blah. What are things men like to hear from women? Yeah, it's not even just about sex. It's about
What are things, man? I got it, baby. I'll pay for it.
oh yeah, that's kind of cool. It's definitely cool. Yeah, I got it, or I'll take care of it. If you believe in love languages, mine's is acts of service.
Acts of service.
So if you fucking go run errands on my behalf, I'm gonna love you for sure. Like if you go deposit a check that's sitting in my, like I haven't deposited, or I have cash that needs to be put back in the bank. If you go and do that for me, yeah, that's some serious points for me. It's not for everybody, but definitely for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never even identified my love languages. I don't even know myself like that.
There's online tests you can take.
Is there?
Yeah, there is. That's how I found out.
Can we take one right now in front of everybody? No,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we could. But,
No, it's all right. I think I would want to hear like I don't know.
Or situation. All right.
Okay,
how
give me a situation.
All right, how
I'll tell you
about
what I want to
how
hear.
would you want a girl to hit on you? How about that?
How would I want a girl to hit on me?
Yeah.
I would want a girl to, I guess if we make eye contact or whatever, maybe she'd be like, "Hey, you're so much man." Woo! Did you hear that over there?
Oh man. I want to hear the yells over there.
She's gonna yell.
So much man.
No, I don't know. I guess if she just like asked me for what's up, sweet cheek. If she asked me for my number, or if she like, like, honestly, I would like it if she was really blunt with me about like.
That's how I feel.
You know what I mean? Like, I would like if she was like really blunt, cause I don't know. I would just like her to just say what she felt, like what she wanted. Like, hey, what's up? I want to go for a test drive on that one.
Yeah, definitely in that scenario. If a girl leads and immediately lets me know that they're into me, yeah, I'm definitely.
Oh, man.
I'm like
that's what I was trying to say.
Your confidence will just soar at that point.
Yeah, if she told me, "Oh, I think you're cute."
Oh, that's it. Oh, you best believe I'm spitting game at you like instantly. I mean,
I'm not even spitting game. I'm just like, all right, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Say no más, say less.
I'll tell a story about high school. This girl, she sat behind me in science class. Me and you were in the same class. Miss John's class.
Oh, wow.
Miss John's class.
Okay.
And basically, what happened was, I never spoke to this girl ever. And if you know who I was in high school, I looked like a metalhead. I had the long hair, the piercing.
You looked literally like Nathan Explosion.
Yeah,
from Metalocalypse.
Yeah. So, if you saw me, like unless you were a metal or punk person, like you probably weren't gonna approach me. More than likely. Well, this girl was a popular girl, and out of the blue, she comes into school one day and she has this Disneyland lollipop. Oh. It was a white chocolate Mickey Mouse lollipop.
The best chocolate.
It was really good. And she goes, "Hey, I got this for you." And I was like, "What?
For me?
For me?" She goes, "Yeah, I thought of you." And she said that, "I thought of you when I was at Disneyland and I wanted to buy this for you."
Wow.
And I'm like, I don't fucking know you. I don't know you, but you're cute. Like, yeah. But that right there was all I needed to immediately pursue her. And needless to say, she became my girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
But she let me know first that, hey, I'm into you.
Damn, you know what? There was a girl I had a crush on in high school around the time that I was single too. Mm-hmm. White chocolate is absolutely chocolate.
It is. It's
you
the first
cannot
stage
make white chocolate without cocoa.
Yeah.
It's 100% white chocolate.
Have you seen a bean? Have you seen when they crack open the bean? It's white. It is white, milky substance. Anyways, I'm sitting in my car one day at Wilson, and this girl that I actually did have a huge crush on was the quarterback's ex. I gotta read. Oh, I gotta read this real quick. She was in the happiest place on earth to think of something dark and brutal. That's fucking hilarious. Like, I had to laugh at that. That was fucking good. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's a definite shout out to that commenter. Jeff, the RMG.
Jeff Bomb.
J Bomb.
So I'm sitting in my car, and this girl that I thought was really cute comes to my window randomly. Like, we never really talked, and she was the quarterback's ex. And she came to my window and she looked in and she goes, "Hey, I dreamt about you last night." And then I just fucking froze, like, oh. Like I don't even think I said anything. She had like a big old smile. She was really flirty, and I was just like completely frozen. And I was like, I didn't know how to deal with it. And she was like, "Okay, I'll talk to you later." And I was like,
She's like,
okay, bye.
the dream is
that
like,
was
she's
it.
like,
We
I
never
killed
talked
you in
again.
my dream. I stabbed you to death.
Imagine.
She's like, I
It's
fucking
probably
murdered
that.
you in my dream. I just want to let you know.
I doubt she dreamt about me at all. She just wanted to talk, and I totally just
You fucked
sat
that
there
up.
with my thumb in my
Fucked
ass.
that. Yeah, I've had a lot of
That's
those.
probably
I've had a lot of those.
exactly what would happen today too if that same thing happened. I'd just
You'd
be
be
like,
like, me no know what's going on.
yeah,
Yep, that's how it is sometimes.
I don't know.
All right, I think let's go to the next one. We did 9. Oh, no, we didn't do 9. Why do men? We got to drop for this one. Why do men have the worst memory?
CTE, or chronic traumatic encephalopathy, is a neurodegenerative pathology found in the brains of individuals who have suffered from repetitive traumatic brain injury.
And that's it. Next question.
That's it. That's it. We both suffer from CTE. That's what it is. I mean, so if y'all never played sports that requires full contact head bashing or punching, then you have no fucking excuse. I'm sorry, man, but you got a fucking excuse of that. I have bashed my head in several times, over and over and over and over again. This guy's done the same, over and over and over.
I've had concussions.
I've also had concussion.
In uncountable, triple digit. You know, like I watched a documentary about CTE, and it said that micro concussions that are not, that you don't even feel from like low level impacts, like also accumulate in like the damage of CTE. You know what I mean? And like when I thought about that, I thought about every single
time,
fucking
every
single
play,
every practice,
every practice.
You know what I mean? And then rugby, and then fucking every jab, every cross, every hook, every punch,
single time.
even kicks to the body I've taken were so hard that it rattled my fucking brain.
It just rattles your noggin in there.
You
like,
know, and
your
I'm
brain's
like,
not supposed to
oh man,
rattle.
I'm gonna die so dumb and stupid and forgetful. I'm not gonna know shit.
Dude, I mean, okay, so for those of you that don't know, what's the name of the football player, the really famous one, the one that
Junior Seau?
Okay, Junior Seau shot himself in the chest with a shotgun.
Or it might have been a pistol. Well, he shot himself in the heart regardless.
Yeah, he shot himself in the chest to preserve his brain so it could be studied. That's how bad this CTE is. I'm just happy that I'm not that bad where I need to kill myself.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, see, he brought up skating. Yeah, there's skateboarding too.
Oh my god. I
Yeah,
hit my head
skateboarding a
too.
bunch of times. Fucking like yeah. So that's definitely machine gun drill.
Machine gun drill.
The machine gun. Okay, explain the machine gun drill.
Okay, so let's say you're about to compete against your rival school or any football game, right? You're gonna compete. You're about to go into the game. You're warming up for the game.
A game that counts.
Right? And your coach puts you in the middle and then lines up 2 rows of people, which is the offensive and all the linemen are lined up 2 rows. And then they come at you one at a time, left and right, and you just gotta smack them. Like they're coming at you hard. Like they only gotta hit you once. You gotta hit every single person in the line.
They have
you just boom, boom. You gotta fucking knock them off. And every single one of them only has to hit you once. And each one, like I remember, I would go at people like, "Ooh, I'm gonna fucking get you. I'm gonna do my best to just fucking get you out of this game. Like you're not even gonna play. I'm gonna, you know, if he was like, if I wasn't starting and he was the starter, that was like my goal. Like I'm gonna
Like, I
fucking
want you
take
to
you
not
out
play.
so I can start. You know what I mean? And like everybody's got to go up there and endure the entire line, the biggest people on the team just coming at you full speed, boom, 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 repetitive motion. And then after you're done, you're just sitting all concussed, fucking stars,
like
fucking, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess I'm ready to play a full game of fucking football now.
And you gotta act like you don't feel like that.
You gotta,
If
coach
sees you like that.
You gotta pretend like it pumped you up.
Yeah, you'd be like, yeah, like.
And then you gotta fucking grow up to be 30 years old and you don't remember nobody's name.
you can't hold a conversation without forgetting what the fuck it is you're talking about. I'm surprised I could do this damn show.
Right.
So, yeah. Oh, mind you, on that drill, you stand still.
Oh yeah.
And they run at you from at least 5 to 10 yards.
5 to 10 yards.
So by the laws of physics, they will beat you
every single time.
And all you have is your leg springing to fucking crunch down and forward
and
with your head first to stop their momentum. and then repeatedly reset and do it fast enough. Because if you don't do it fast enough, you will get fucked up by the next guy who's seconds away from hitting you again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then so I did we both did a bunch of years of that.
Yeah.
And then we started playing rugby.
Oh yeah. Okay. So somebody had mentioned my scar
I
last.
did.
Oh. Okay. Well, that is from rugby. That is from rugby.
That scar's from rugby. So we're playing rugby in San Luis Obispo, and this guy goes into a ruck, and when he comes out of the ruck, I can basically see his skull. And we're like, oh boy! And then his mouth, not just his skull, but his lip had a hole in it.
My tooth.
His tooth pierced his own lip, and he drinks water and goes like this, and fucking water's coming out of his fucking lip, and the coach is like, because we don't have like a medic.
No, yeah.
That's the coach is like,
there's no medics.
Super glue. And so we go, okay. So his grandma goes to the store, gets super glue, comes back, and we super glued that shit together, and he kept playing.
Yeah, and it ripped all my hairs off, and it grew back, but now I have a permanent scar.
And now you want us to remember shit? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, let me explain how that happened, how I got my eye busted. So the guy gets tackled. My own teammate hand is stuck underneath the pile.
Oh.
So he's going and tugging, and he finally releases. And as he releases, he elbows me right in the fucking face as I'm running to try and ruck over.
Oh my God, so he just
fucking boom,
MMA
elbow me.
hardcore showed you?
Yeah, fucking Muay Thai me right into the fucking eyebrow.
Fucking
So
Donnybrook mosh pit.
Yeah,
in the
that's
face.
exactly. And next thing you know, I'm fucking draining blood out of my face.
And then I go on to an 13-year career of getting punched and kicked in the face after all that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't remember your kid's name. I'm sorry, okay? Jeez.
I have a hard time remembering my own name. All right, what number were we on now? We did 8, 9. Let's go 18. 18. How do men show insecurities in the masculinity department?
How do men show insecurities
in the masculinity department?
These are real general questions, you know, like there's so many answers to that.
Yeah.
You know, and like every answer is not true and true for a lot of
different people and different situations.
I guess we can only speak for ourselves.
Okay, like I'll bring up something. So if y'all know me, I don't really joke. I don't like to play the joking game. I don't like to make fun of people. I also don't like. I don't really like to. I don't like to participate in that. One, to me, it's just like, why? That's the first question. The second thing is, I don't have a lot of insecurities. I feel like I'm a hard target. Like I mean, you can call me fat, but that's like I've heard that my whole life. Like aside from that, you want to say that I'm gay? I'm just like I'll do something gay just to like, oh yeah, I am gay. Like what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah,
like
I got 2 kids.
Like yeah, exactly. Like so for me, I don't have a lot of insecurity. I think that insecurities
jacking off is a habit or a necessity? We'll get into that next.
All right. We'll save that question, the jacking off question. So yeah. So as far as insecurity goes, I think it depends on the person and how they feel about themselves. Ultimately, I've seen dudes crumble because somebody made fun of something and it just fucking hit the nerve, it hit the core, it hit the one thing that fucks them up. And they're like
crying,
or they want to fist fight. Which I've been there. In the past, I've been there. Yeah, so that's what I personally think. I think if you're insecure with yourself, you're a lot easier to be, like, it's visible. It's very visible to other people.
I'm insecure around men that are confident enough to dance in public.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty.
Because I look at that and be like, man, he can fucking get whoever he wants. Yeah. Because he's so secure that he can go and move his hips like that in front of other people. Respect. And then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go sit down now because I don't look like that when I dance. You know, like, so that's where my insecurity comes in. Like, I know I don't look like that when I dance. You know, and then as I get older, I see like how much the women that I was interested in value that and be like, oh man, I don't got what they value, you know. So that made me feel insecure.
Okay, on that note, okay, that is an insecurity I have. I do not dance at all. My wife hates me for it. She fucking hates me for it because I am just like, we had this discussion before with everybody else about how like I feel like I look stupid as fuck on the
Because it
dance
does look stupid.
and yeah, because we look around at the dance floor
And
and
everybody
everybody
looks
looks
stupid.
stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't want to participate in this. But like what you said is true though.
Yeah.
When a dude's out there and he's fucking like,
Confident.
oh, I'm pretty sure women look at him like, oh yeah, like
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
into that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
That makes
completely,
me-
I
that
completely
makes you
agree with
feel
you.
insecure.
And you know what? That kind of is probably why I didn't like to go to dance parties.
Yeah.
That's probably why I rarely went to clubs.
Uh-huh.
The only clubs I would go to is like Anarchy Library, and that's because they're playing fucking 80s. Like,
Right.
and you only need to dance to 80s one way.
Two-step.
Two-step, and the fucking Carlton pretty much gets you through it. And
Dang.
that's pretty basic. Pretty fucking basic.
Yeah. So, what was the question again? Insecurity? Like what makes...
Yeah.
See that memory shit, you know?
Yeah.
Don't-
Fuck, what number was it? 18? Yeah, how do men show insecurities in the masculinity department? So I think we...
Yeah, but like it's not just dancing like what we see out here. Like when I look, like if I go to Mexico and then we see like there's the fucking baila, you know what I mean? All the fucking most macho motherfuckers on the planet, all the fools from Mexico with the boots and shit, those fools are out there ripping it up. You know what I mean? Like they're the most masculine fools. Like the
Yeah.
when I think of like toxic misogyny, and those are the fools that come straight to mind. You know what I mean? Like they're the most masculine motherfuckers out there, and they're dancing. You know what I mean? Doing all kinds of different fucking dances. So I'm like, damn, like these fools got that shit. Like,
So is it's cultural?
maybe, yeah, I think it's a lot to do with cultural. So y'all insecure someone who looks stupid? Yeah. It's
Well,
not,
no, but no, we're talking about dudes that know how to dance, right?
yeah, but even them knowing how to dance, I still think that dancing doesn't look good.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I think the dancing in and of itself looks stupid.
Yeah.
I'm just not secure enough to look stupid.
What I like is like actual formatted dance.
Uh,
So like obviously if you go to a salsa class and you learn how to dance salsa, I'd probably be into it, but because I don't know how to do that, I don't want to try it.
yeah, I mean, I took a class, and when I do it, it feels cool, but I still think it looks funny. I still think it looks funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not the way it looks. It's the will to do it that makes me feel insecure. It's like the fact that you're willing to go out there and look however, obviously not everybody thinks dancing looks stupid. People
I'm
look
sure
at
a lot of
dancing and
people
go,
love
oh,
it.
wow, that's impressive. And
Yeah.
that's something I wish I had. And that's something I want to do because they literally enjoy the way it looks, and that makes them feel good. I think it looks really funny and ridiculous, but I'm also insecure around people that are confident enough to go and do it.
What's funny about this, but like in a pit, I can skank,
Right.
which I don't understand. Oh, great. Book a salsa class, nice. Yeah, probably.
I actually like the way skanking feels.
Yeah, it feels really good.
Yeah.
I do like the way skank, and it's just the music. It's just like it goes with it. Like
Yeah.
it's just like designed for. I don't know.
Yeah, I just
I mean, maybe that's what people who dance and like to dance feel.
yeah.
That's probably what it is. Because there's nothing. There's that feeling you get when you pit, and it's just like a relief. Like, oh, I got it out of my system.
Yeah.
And I feel like my wife talks about it. Like dancing is the same.
Just get it out of your system.
Yeah. Why are people calling? Like, call into the show.
Call to
Don't-
the show.
don't
The
call
number's on the screen.
Don't call my
What's
phone.
wrong with
What are
you?
you? What are you doing?
The number on the screen is not his number.
That's not my
See
cell
a
phone number. Yeah.
therapist.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jesus. Okay.
Let's get that question real quick.
Okay. So, do you think jacking off is a habit or a necessity? Ooh, that's a good question.
It's neither.
I have a different opinion on that.
You have a different opinion? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's neither though. Let's hear what do you think is.
I think it could very easily be habitual. If you allow it to. Like, and I think it happens a lot to men who are very lonely, who are solo. It becomes habitual. The second thing, I do think it's kind of necessary because I do feel, as a man, I feel a buildup. Like after a while, like I feel like a sexual, like tension that needs to be released. And I think that, yeah, like after, like, I probably could go, you know, maybe like a few months, but like after, I'm like, okay, I got it. Like, there's gonna be a day where I just, like, it needs to get done. And if another person can't do it for me, like, I have to do it. So that's my stance on that.
I think it absolutely can be a habit, and I definitely don't feel like it's a necessity. I've been in phases of my life where, damn, you know, like it was just happening a lot, a lot. And I the times that I actually masturbated the most in my life was when I was in like long-term relationships. You know what I mean? It's just like, like it just wasn't happening, and I was just going to do it myself, and for whatever reason, that's the way it was happening. Like, you know, maybe if I had better communication skills, I would be able to talk to her about, like, hey, you know, I'm over here doing this myself, you know. But I remember hearing somebody in school or hearing something somewhere saying that it was healthy to do it.
Yeah.
And that's all I needed to be like, all right, that's fucking 3 or 4 times a day. You know what I mean? It's healthy.
Yeah.
Doctor said it. Somebody who sounded like they knew what they were talking about said it.
I heard it's good for your prostate. That it,
Good,
like,
yeah, like
prevents prostate cancer.
all these health benefits, right?
It's like, all right, do it.
And then recently, I heard the opposite, where it's like the no fat thing, where it's like, if you
Testosterone booster.
Yeah, if you don't do it, it'll boost your testosterone, and it'll help you with all these other health benefits. So I tried that, and I went a while, over 30 days. Over 30 days of no sex, no. I was also in the midst of like my depression or whatever, and trying to like reset a lot of my shit. So I did straight abstinence, and celibacy, and it wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. To be honest, like it was way easier, and there was like I had hella, what's it called, like influence. I had what's that word, like
an
temptation.
alien?
I had hella temptation, you know, to do both, and it was actually way easier than I thought to just not engage. You know what I mean? And then before I knew it, it wasn't a habit. It wasn't something like whatever. However, I did feel the buildup, and I do think it can become like a drug that people seek, where like they want that orgasmic feeling, and it's like just happens, you know. So
yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think it's either though. I think it can be, but I don't think it is either.
You know what's funny, that like you made me remember something. Like one thing that I noticed, that, and it's really like, I think it's low key fucked up for men, and maybe for women too. I don't know, but what I did notice is that in media, there's so much sexual imagery that it triggers it.
Oh yeah.
And I noticed that because I remember there was times where I'm like, not necessarily practicing abstinence, but I'm like, I felt like I'm being fulfilled in some way, shape, or form, and I don't need it at the moment. But like I'll be watching something, and then like some anime cartoon with some, you know, like you know, obviously it's a sexual thing, entity, whatever, or a commercial that's just overly sexual, like, and now so now like it literally plants a little seed in your head, and then it, like, you were literally not thinking about it at all. You weren't thinking about anything sexual, and then now it's in your head. Now it's brewing in there, and then that could, if you zone it back out and you go back into whatever it is you're doing, cool. But if you let it brew, you know, then that could lead to that feeling like, I gotta get it done. Like a good example, I was playing Gundam, the game, earlier, and that's a game about fighting robots. There's nothing sexual about it. However,
you saw the curves on one of the characters.
But the store character is in a garter belt with her blouse completely open, so you can see your cleavage. And I'm just like, this mother, like, why?
Just putting it everywhere.
Why is that necessary? And it's not even that. Like, it's everywhere. It's not just that game. It's like, so I think that's a big factor for men, unfortunately.
My biggest temptation was coming from fucking, like, the internet. It's like the internet
has a lot.
I think the internet prioritizes algorithms that are fucking sexual. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, no matter what you're looking for, it's gonna fucking throw the sexual version of it at you. You know what I mean? If you're looking up like workout videos, the algorithm's gonna fill your your stream with like the most sexual version of like workout videos. It's not going to give you like some basic workout tutorials or routines or this and that. It's going to be like, oh, here's a fucking girl in a thong doing fucking squats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like right away. Even if you didn't type it in or anything like that, it
it's
just shoots it at you. If you type in Pokemon, it's gonna fucking shoot you like Pokemon hentai or like girls that are dressed up as Pokemon at Comic Con.
Eevee, but it's just like a bra and like Eevee ears. Like, come on. Like,
yeah. So I noticed.
Like,
I noticed when I was practicing abstinence that all the shit, like all of my algorithms are coming up like that, and I noticed it mostly because I wasn't clicking on any of that, but it was still there.
It's there.
You know what I mean?
Like I said, it plants the little seed. There was another. Let me see. They can dance, so they can show off the guy. Oh, back on the. So let me read that comment. Girls only want a guy that can dance, so they can show off the girl. A guy that dances to show off himself is not masculine.
Girl only wants a guy that can dance, so they can show off the girl. Period. Space. A guy that dances to show off himself is not masculine.
Oh. I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, what's that called with the periods and the punctuations and that shit is important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But no, yeah. I'm bad at even like you figured it out.
Yeah.
I mean. Okay. Let's see.
I mean, if that's your opinion, though, I mean, I don't know.
Number.
Like breakdancing is a guy dancing to show off himself. I think that's pretty masculine. Like if that's maybe not masculine, but like I think it's impressive. You know what I mean?
I think it could. More honestly, I don't want to say masculine, but it's definitely an male ego driven thing.
Right.
Like I'm better. There's a competition. There's this
yeah.
that male competition, and not even just male. There's females that get involved, but I feel like it's primarily dominated by males.
Right. So I'm inclined to disagree.
Okay, number 4. Why don't we bring our ladies to kickbacks, to all guy kickbacks?
Strippers, obviously.
Because we got strippers there when you're not there. It's just weird. It's a dynamic issue. I personally think. I mean, that's not necessarily true all the time because there are some girls where you can bring around your homies and they click. But I also think there is a definite dynamic issue. Also, things can't be talked about in front of a female.
Yeah, I mean, like
out of respect,
you know, like guys are gonna like talk and say shit that they don't obviously mean. Like it's gonna be like jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's still not appropriate to say like
in front of
around somebody's hyena. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not appropriate to say these things. Like, and we know it's not appropriate, so we're not gonna invite them. And like, we're gonna bypass all the drama that will come with like us releasing our fucking tensions in toxic, humorous ways. You know? So, and then if you want to see what I mean, like, then bring your hyena to a kickback. You know, and take a list of all the problems you go home with, you know. But even if you brought your hyena to the kickback, it would be a different dynamic. Like they wouldn't even change. Yeah, everything would change. They wouldn't even be talking about what they'd be talking about normally, you know. And like hella, I wouldn't say like it was just like a normal kickback, like how when we were in college and we go to your house, like the man cave, like
the man cave.
But you know,
let's explain what the man cave was. So
well, it wasn't your whole house was a man cave,
right? So that's why I wanted to explain it because obviously there's people that don't know about it. So or future viewers. So my house consisted of my father and my 2 brothers in a 4-bedroom house, and that was it. And we basically fucking had a giant bachelor pad.
Yeah.
And and every single one of us was playing some kind of sport. So all of our sports teammates would also come to the house. And obviously you were there.
Right.
I have really good friends that are my brother's friends because they were their teammates or whatever.
They show up.
Yeah, they would show up. And it was literally like people were living there.
Sometimes.
Yeah, my dad's friends would be there. So it would basically be a giant fucking like a house with at least 10 dudes in it, like at all times. And
9 days out of 10, just like hella innocent, nothing type shit would happen.
Right.
Be a bunch of guys. We would be drinking back then, but it was mostly just like video games and bullshitting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
swimming.
You know, but then you know there'd be days where some hella out of pocket shit would be going down, like hella out of pocket. You know, a lot of crazy shit. You know, but those are the days you might have to worry about if your man's going without you. You know,
like I went to remember the post stripper. There was some kind of bachelor party.
massive dildo.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was
you
even
weren't even talking about
I was even
that.
talking about the dildo. But yeah, there was a massive. I mean, it was like that big, like that. Not probably a bit thicker, like that thick. I mean, it's unhuman. Like nobody's using that unless you're like into some real freaky shit.
Who raised you?
But there was also like a fake ass vagina, just like on the
Oh,
side of the
yeah,
pool.
that was the ass
The
vagina.
ass vagina. It's like literally like it looks like the bottom half of a female, and it's just there next to the pool. I'm like, oh god, like I don't even want
we're not gonna clean this up.
I don't even want to touch that. Thing. Fuck
It's so
that, like,
gross.
oh man, yeah, good times, good fucking.
So-
Why did that even get brought up?
Why don't guys invite their girls?
Oh
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
kickback?
yeah.
It's just so they can just say out of pocket shit to each other most of the time.
shit that they wouldn't say in front of you.
Just so they could like
'Cause
say it
it's
to
funny.
each other.
Yeah, because it's funny. It's not even like true 90%.
Yeah, it's just bullshitting.
Okay, so
Same reason you go on girls' night out.
Yeah,
Literally the same reason.
I'm pretty
except
sure.
that they're not coming home with dudes. I'm just kidding.
No. Oh god. All right.
I'm just playing.
Let's go down the list now. What exactly makes women good in bed? It's tied to the other question. It's tied to the other question because basically, like, yeah, like if your female's down to do some stuff that you're asking, then I would say that puts you in the good department.
Yeah. So the more shame you feel after,
The better. The better. You've accomplished goals here. Yeah, and
no, I don't know. I think what makes you good in bed is like just doing what your partner wants,
yeah,
and vice versa.
yeah.
You know.
And I feel like the more you know your partner, the better it gets.
Yeah.
You know, you just know what works, what doesn't. You could sync up, literally sync up, like come at the same time, sync up. Yeah. So yeah, ultimately it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, you know, full range of motion, you know, all those things.
Also, if your man's like really, really wanting you to try something, just do it. Just kidding. Obviously,
Just let them put it in there. You know?
just try it at least once. The worst you could say is nah, never again.
I had to wash that coochie ass every morning. When we opened the store, somebody was fucking that thing every day. Are you serious? Were people paying to fuck that?
No. Was it rental? It was a rental.
I picked it up one time. It's a rental. What the fuck? Why would you have to clean it?
Was it fucking rental?
That's disgusting.
Or maybe I'm hoping that it's just dust, that she just had to dust it and not
I hope.
the
I
metal. You
hope
take it
that's
out
the
back.
case.
Damn, if they were doing some
Jesus.
fucking weird shit.
I
like
would
that.
prefer to die not knowing that you had to clean that every day.
Or at least like to know why you
I
had to
don't,
clean
I
that.
don't even know if I want to know why anymore. What the fuck?
It's fucking hilarious. Oh man,
Wow.
that's fucking funny. Oh, this is a good one.
Oh, dirty fingers. That's more
Ugh.
questions than answers. What the fuck?
So dudes are fucking putting their fingers in it? Ugh.
More questions than answers.
Yeah,
with that one.
y'all should have put a sign on that shit that says no touching. Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Like, people will have to eventually put
Dirty
their penis
fingers
in
of
that.
the customers. How much were they paying to touch? How much were they
Yeah, you
paying to
should charge
finger?
them a fucking finger. Oh, they're probably just testing to see how it felt, if it was worth it.
Gross.
Nah, I would have been like, no touching. You want to test it? Buy it. Oh shit.
It's disgusting.
All right, this is a good one. I like this question a lot because I do think about this one. If you were a woman for a date, what would you do?
If I was a woman for a day,
What would you do?
what would I do?
I have two answers to that.
I would seduce. I should probably not even say that. I'm not even. I'm just gonna leave it.
Okay, let me say something then.
I would seduce my enemies
Nice.
and then
That's a good one. That's definitely
You know?
that's a good answer. The first thing I would want to do is participate in female sports. Like,
Oh, with
like
the female body,
because
and you're just
like-
like, no,
like no, see,
I
that's
have so much less power and speed.
see, but that's the thing though. Like, is it really like that, or like, because I feel like naturally, me and you are both very athletic,
Yeah,
naturally, and like we have family that's very athletic, so it runs in
Yeah.
our family to be athletic. And does that translate to a female? And if that's the case, because I would say I'm better than a lot of people at certain things, you know, as far as athletic wise. I mean, maybe not now, but like when I was in my peak
no, I know what you mean.
sports playing, you know, age and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So, does it translate to that?
You know, I want to say yes, but I also want to say no. Like, I remember I would see, like, especially when I started playing rugby, so much of the girls playing rugby just don't have the killer, or at the time, didn't have like that killer instinct, like the sprint mode.
We need a fucking rail
The
somebody.
fucking sprint mode to just fucking everything you have and fucking. But the thing is that there is a bunch of girls who
That do
fucking
that.
had
Yeah.
the sprint mode. They had whatever.
Your cousin.
My cousin, amongst many, you know, like she's a fucking killer. She can hit the sprint mode and hit her body's maximum potential. And what I felt like I was seeing was like, for whatever reason, these girls just didn't have the will to maximize the potential of their body. Because I thought that they could do it. Because I could see a few other girls do it, but the majority of them just were like running like slow, like they were just in slow motion, not committing to a tackle, not committing to the sprint, just like fucking molasses, you know.
Yeah.
And I also saw that in a bunch of on the male teams, but not as common. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely not as common. But like at the same time, we're also hitting each other at such high velocity that if you're not fucking sprinting, if you're not in sprint mode, if you're not playing with the killer instinct, you're gonna get fucking smacked. You know what I mean? You're gonna get fucking smacked.
Yeah.
So I think it forces all the other men to, or on the male team to like fucking get their shit together. They're gonna get ran over like a truck. Versus on the girls team, not as many girls are getting fucking hit with that sprint mode. So I think that's a good. I think I would want to do that too. Like, I want to try sports and see if
what is
would my body have would I be maxing out the potential of my body, or is it just a mental thing? I don't know.
Okay, and then the second part of it.
Oh, that's the other thing too. The other thing too was that I've seen a lot of women fighters like have the killer instinct. That just fucking they can turn it on.
You can see. You can watch UFC. And
So I
you can
watched that.
see
I go,
these
oh, it's
people.
definitely trainable. Like if they were able to train, and for whatever reason somebody had the ability to pull that out of a lot of the women, then they just fucking have it in them. You know what I mean? To commit to that killer instinct. At least that's what I think about when I think about sports. Because I've only played those types of sports.
Yeah.
Basketball, I don't think
Contact.
I don't think you need a killer instinct for basketball. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
There's a lot of really good women.
The
in
sprint
basketball.
factor, though.
Yeah. Track.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
So the second answer to that is a little more dirty. Basically, I've seen videos of females masturbating, and it just looks amazing. It looks like
amazing.
like they're just enjoying it a whole lot more. Like with the dude, it's very like clinical. It's very like it's clinical.
I'm just trying to hurry up and get it over.
Yeah,
with.
you want to get it done.
I'm
But
just
with the
trying to get it
female,
over
it's
with.
like it just looks better. So
Like
yeah, if
they're
I was a female,
setting aside hella time
it's
to
just,
enjoy it.
yeah, it just looks more enjoyable. So yeah, I'd probably spend a good amount of that time being a female,
Masturbating.
feeling it out, getting the vibes.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, see, yeah.
So those are your two, like sports and masturbation.
Yeah, and then also you could take that information in your own being back a male, like, oh, okay, well, I know what it feels like for them. I know what works, what doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So like that's valuable to me, anyways.
Well, the information I got is like, don't go hard, just to be gentle, right? So that's all you need.
No
right?
rawness. All right.
That's all you need.
I think we're gonna end it at 9 because it's getting pretty late.
Right.
But let's see. Let's do another one.
You know the fucking vibes.
You know the fucking vibe. Yep. You know the fucking vibe. Oh, this one was a good one because I feel like it's kind of serious. We can end on this serious note. What is one thing that would scare you the most if you were a woman?
I can think of such fucked up scenarios that I don't even want to say it.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna say it. Definitely being raped. That's
Yeah.
fucking terrifying.
I can think of way worse.
Yeah.
But that's absolutely.
That's in the realm of like that's fucking shitty that a female has to go through that. The
Yeah.
second thing, I would say just from a like holy shit I've never experienced it is going through your period.
Oh,
Like to see
fuck.
blood coming out of you like at such an immense rate, it would
Yeah.
probably freak me the fuck out at first. And that would probably be like, you know, like if my
Get
penis,
back in there.
yeah, if my penis is bleeding, I'd freak the fuck out. So needless to say, if I had a vagina and it was leaking blood, I would probably be a little oh fuck, you know.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I feel like I'd be afraid, being like experiencing the vulnerability, like the physical vulnerability of
Yeah,
of having such a smaller.
I feel like that as a man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, being a. I mean, I used to feel like that a lot, but now that I know my way around a fucking jab and a cross, I don't feel like that too much. But even still, there's like imposing figures that I've been around. That's like, man, I know I probably could beat them up, but I
there's a
wouldn't
good
want to
chance,
have
yeah.
to try. You know,
There's a
like
good chance that you might lose. You know.
you know, and then
There's always a chance.
so I feel like there's that, but at the same time, it's like I think that also plays a role in like not being heard. You know what I mean? I feel like women with bigger bodies are heard so much more than women with smaller bodies, and there's so many more women with smaller bodies than bigger bodies.
Yeah.
You know, like even in my like when I think about like my own family, I feel like the bigger women get heard more than the smaller women. You know, and it's just like the sheer physical imposition, like how much space they literally take up.
Yeah.
Like demands more attention. You know what I mean? So
I have a similar situation in mind.
yeah, so if I was like in a smaller woman's body, I would be afraid of just like having to exist where I'm not being heard. You know what I mean? When people just aren't paying attention. Obviously, that's not as bad as what we were talking. What you said earlier. Like,
Yeah.
like I would never want to experience that.
Pretty shitty.
I wouldn't want to experience that as a man either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And,
Fuck that.
It's definitely a thing that could potentially happen. You know, unfortunately. But yeah, I think we'll end on that note.
Damn, do we have to end on that note?
Okay, let's not. Okay,
So
let's not end on that note because that's kind of
Jeez.
fucked up. That's kind of dark.
it's kind of dark.
All right. Let's do. Okay, here's a good one. Where did it go? Basically, why are men so proud of taking shits and announcing it?
Take the shit.
He's a spy. Blow him up. I'm gonna go take a shit.
Yeah.
Why are you guys so proud of taking shits?
Yeah.
Why are guys so proud of taking shits?
I don't know.
Those are our babies.
They're shit babies.
Those are our babies. When I take a shit, I say I'm gonna go drop the kids off at the pool. Because those are my kids. Those
Take
are
the
my
Browns to the
babies.
Super Bowl.
You know, like I'm just.
I think just to take, you know what I feel like it is, and maybe I'm wrong for generalizing this, but I feel like women are so like against speaking about it.
Oh.
And for a man, it's like, okay, for sure. Okay, one of the things that I've noticed is that as a man, you're gonna smell. You're gonna stink up the restroom. There's a good chance that as a male over a female even, like I've walked into males versus female, like it's
It
just
just
different.
smells so much worse.
It's way worse. A male's shit is just so much worse. Also, it takes us back to the other topic. So much fucking time to take a shit.
Yeah.
So people know you're taking a shit.
Yeah.
There's
You also don't want people to think you're jacking off.
You're right. So
I'm gonna go jack off right now.
I'm gonna go jack
I'm
off.
gonna take a shit. Sounds way better.
yeah, I'm gonna take a shit. So yeah, why was he in there 15 minutes jerking off? Like, yeah, no, I was taking a shit. So
Or jerking off.
or both. Nice. Yeah.
Or
That's
both at
gross.
the same
That's really
time?
Gross. No. So yeah, so I think for us it's just like fuck it, make light of it, make it funny. I'm gonna go take a shit. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like I had a ex friend that would fart in class, And I asked him, like, dude, like, how do you do that? How do you have so much balls to do that in class? Like, like all the girls that you probably like hear you. All the fucking
they
like,
probably like that he's farting.
And he would just fart like so loud and laugh, like, like he would laugh at it, and he would say, you know what? He goes, dude, it's really embarrassing to me. It was like, he said it was really embarrassing to me, and even though it's really embarrassing, he's like, it's just better to make it funny, and because that makes it more acceptable. Yeah. Even though he was embarrassed by it. Right. So I was like, I feel like taking a shit is kind of more or less the same way. It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna take a shit, and it's funny, and it's gonna smell. And rather than being embarrassed by how bad it smells, he's just like, ha ha ha, like, I smell like shit. Like, I made the whole house smell like shit.
I mean, you know, I would just honestly, I would just tell people I'm gonna go take a shit just so that they're aware that I'm not gonna be back for a while. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really have anything to do with the shit in and of itself. I'm gonna be gone for a while because I have to take a shit. It takes a while. I'm not one of these 2-minute shitters. I'm gonna be in there for 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, so you know, I'm being courteous. At the same time, like, I have announced my shits while I'm shitting. One time, my coach was taking his shit, and I could hear him from the bathroom go, "Oh, get out of my butt!" And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna steal that. I'm so gonna steal that and say that when I'm taking a shit because I just thought it was the hilarious, most funniest shit."
It's
like,
funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like when I'm struggling. I'm just like, get out of my butt. You know,
fucking scary movie. Like, I compel you to
release this demon. Compels you to release this demon.
Fucking flies.
Porta potty flies.
It's fucking literally flies all over his face. He's like, he's like coughing. Yeah, he's like coughing. You think it's the exorcism? He's taking a shit.
One time I almost got a hernia pushing that fucking shit. Yeah. Like, serious. Like, is that a hernia?
My tailbone has cracked.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, like, that is crazy.
Yeah. So.
Oh man. Yeah. So that's why it's.
So yeah, I mean that's
why.
For me though, if you hear me tell you I'm gonna take a shit, I'm giving you I'm not gonna be back for a while. You know, that's why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
So. That's shit.
Yeah, there you go. That was a good note. That's a good note to end on.
That's a good note. A lot of the stuff we said, hella jokes, people. Jokes. You know what I mean? Don't.
Also, our opinion. Like, fuck you if you disagree. Like, I have a right to my opinion. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Reality of it, I'm gonna be on this motherfucker, and that's my opinion. Like I said, I can change it. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank everybody, every single one of y'all for tuning in. It really, really, really makes me happy to see support from y'all. I know it's not all families, and we're just like legitly like friends, and I just wish you guys, you know, we can grow this group, and hopefully the show continues. I really enjoy having a guest. Thank you for being on the show.
Salud.
I appreciate it.
Does it come out right-handed, that fan?
I don't know.
Does it matter?
What are you trying to do?
Salute.
Oh, I don't know.
So that looks like you're that fan.
Yeah. So, but yeah, thank you guys. Thank y'all.
Yeah, tune in, subscribe, like,
do all that stuff.
Find a way to donate.
Do stuff. I'm gonna upload these on YouTube. I already started the page. I have one of them up there already. I'll post the links on the pages and stuff. But until then, yeah.
Make the first move.
Every Tuesday and Thursday.
Always make the first move.
Yeah, females, make the first move.
Make the first move.
Make the first move, please.
Let them put it in your butt.
It'll make it easier for yourself.
I'm just kidding.
It'll make it easier for
don't put it in your butt if you don't want that.
I'm talking about making the first move.
Only if you want it.
Oh man. All right, y'all. You have a good night. We've kept you longer than we anticipated, but it was good. So take it easy.
Peace. Peace to all the stocks on the earth. For the 10% nation. Run on the block, on the scene, white Nikes on my feet, cause my body is the best. Sure the bus is why my